Hey, today I want to show you the basic hack using the blend brush. It's a really awesome brush if you want light coverage. If you have more mature skin, it's great because it doesn't really apply a ton of makeup, which is really awesome. I love it just for those more natural day looks, or honestly in the summer when you don't want to wear a lot of makeup, this brush is awesome. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the small end here and do my brightening highlight under my eyes first. I'm gonna start on the inside on both sides, and then I will put a little bit on the outside as well. And then I'll just kind of take this and fluff it under my eye, and it's just gonna give me a good light layer of makeup. Nothing too crazy, because you want to avoid putting a ton of makeup where you have fine lines. And also this brush is all about natural looking, not a ton of makeup. All right, we're also gonna do a brightening highlight up here in my T-zone. I'm just gonna fluff it out here. And then I'm also gonna do a line down the middle of my nose. That brightening highlight is really just about brightening up the middle of your face and really giving it some oomph. Alrighty, we're gonna flip over to this side. I'm gonna go into my base highlight here and just get a little bit on the brush. There's really not much at all, and just kind of fluff it on. Like, this brush is so fluffy that you just kind of fluff it on, and it's just gonna give you a really light coverage, nothing too crazy, and really give you a nice look for the day, a more natural look for the day if you don't want it to be noticeable that you have really any makeup on at all. It's just gonna help even out my color a little bit, get rid of some of my redness, and make my face more even toned. All right, we're also gonna put this main highlight, or base highlight, on my nose here. And you can see it's a very light coverage, but it's just getting rid of that redness on my nose and really toning it down and making it more, my face more one color, which is what I want, or less splotchy looking. All right, we're also gonna do that base highlight in my forehead here. Again, temple to temple. I'm just doing it really gently back and forth. Nothing too crazy. I'm also gonna use the same exact brush here, guys, for my contour. So, still gonna use this big end here, and I'm just gonna go right into my contour. Now, if your contour is a little bit cold or a little bit hard, you can definitely warm it up with like a hair dryer if you want, just to be able to get a little bit more on your brush. But again, this brush is really used for more natural look. So just doing it right along my hairline there. Again, you want to get it back up into your hairline so that if you pull your hair back, you don't have that white line or where your hair starts. All right, contour on my cheekbones. You are going to find your cheekbone, and you want to go right on top of your cheekbone. And you can see it's just gonna give a nice, fluffy, light coverage, light contour, nothing too crazy. My contour is a little bit darker than a lot of people's, so you can see it a little bit more, but if you have more of a light contour, it's gonna really provide a really subtle contour versus using some of the other brushes like the detail brush or things like that. Alrighty, and I'm also gonna put a little bit on my jawline here. Really light coverage, which is really nice. Alrighty, so now the last thing I'm gonna do is do a lip and cheek, and then I'm gonna show you how you can use this brush to do bronzer too, which is really nice. You can use it for honestly anything. But I'm gonna do a little bit of plum lip and cheek and just get a little bit on here, and I can just kind of fluff it on here, just like that. So it's a really awesome brush to do the full face if you want more of a neutral look, which I like neutral look sometimes. Sometimes you just want it to be the bare minimum. You have a day at home, you just want to put a little bit of makeup on for your spouse, or you're just running errands and you don't want to do anything crazy. All right, so let me show you how bronzer works. So with bronzer, I'm going to use the poofy end here. I'm just going to go into tan lines here, which is one of our bronzers, and just get a little bit on the brush, and you just want to hit the high points. So places where the sun would naturally give you a tan. So forehead, a little bit on my cheekbones, on both sides. And then I also like to do my nose and my chin. And definitely your neck. The reason I always say do your neck with bronzer if you're putting bronzer on is because your neck always seems to be a little bit lighter than the rest of your face, like this part, because it's hidden by your chin. So using the bronzer will just help you kind of have it be a seamless one color look, which is what you want. You don't want your neck to be totally different colored than your face. The cool thing about this brush too is you could also use it to apply illuminator. There's a whole video about illuminator and using this brush, but this blend brush is so versatile and it's a really, really great brush to give you a more natural look. So that is the basic hack using the brush, or the blend brush.